What is going on, YouTube? Another frickin' hot day outside, but it's a great time to be alive. It is a great time to be alive, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are living life, taking some risk, living like a pirate a little bit. You know, just being kind, being strong, getting in the gym, doing your thing, doing your freaking thing. I was thinking, and here's where it all went wrong. Thinking. I'll tell you what, I feel like, you know, a lot of just for every guy, I was gonna say every person, but I feel like this is specifically exclusive to men. One of the main purposes in life is to kind of build and create your own philosophy of life, if that makes sense. I mean, you have the greats of Aristotle, I think is a philosopher, and then, you know, I'm not even going to go into it, but you know what I'm talking about. And I feel like that's really an important part to finding meaning and also leaving some sort of legacy behind. Because think about it, the whole point of life, objectively, right, is to basically pass your genes, create more of you, right? And, you know, when you nurture, you know, your kids, especially your sons, you need to pass on that philosophy, those, you know, those, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm just gonna leave it at philosophies. And then, you know, you give, you know, your kid the tools to kind of create their own, maybe, you know, modify the one you passed down, but in some way, shape, and form, you know, the idea of you, your legacy stands. You know what I mean? And so, like, you can float through life drifting and blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm not saying you have to have kids. I feel like it's, dude, what are you doing? Sorry, guys. I feel like it's super important if you can. But just, you know, building up a philosophy, something to leave behind. You know what I mean? Because you need to leave some sort of imprint on this earth before you go. You're not here very long. But, you know, you don't need to jump 2 feet in, you know, just try to figure it out. No. It's a process. It's a lifelong process. You might not figure it out until the day before you pass away. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Like, what kind of man are you gonna be? What kind of man is, I don't know, Chad gonna be? Brian, you know, Dave. I mean, legacy is so important. It's so important. And what I'm getting at here mostly is that if you're actively working towards finding purpose and building your own philosophy and ideals in life, you know, people, I feel like people, that's a big hawk, holy cow, Jesus. I feel like people can smell that on you, and then that just makes you even more attractive just by being a man alone, just a strong man, you know? Like I said in the last video, being compassionate, being very kind, uplifting others, but still standing your own ground. I feel like that comes first, but if you really want to take it the extra mile, I think you really have to try to strive towards something bigger than yourself, something that you can leave behind, you know? It doesn't need to be, you know, something like physical, you know, like an ideal. So, yeah, and like I swear, people can smell that. When you're actively working towards something and you're trying to build something, just try and create something, people, especially women, they smell that. Like, I mean, that's the whole point. Women want a guy who's not just chasing them. They want a guy who is a winner who knows what they want and is going after it, you know? And I mean, you may not even have to know what you want, but you're trying. You're going towards something. But there are dudes who got nothing going on, you know, at the moment, but they're trying. They're trying to do something. You know, they're not trying to please other people. They'll help people, they'll help lift people up along the way, but their purpose, their life, their body, their mind, they come first. I'm telling you, man, people like that. People like that because, you know, in this day and age, that's something that it's not very common anymore. And like I said in the last video, stuff like that is so refreshing. That's like a breath of fresh air to people, especially women. You know, you need to have something going on. You got to make things move. Nothing moves if nothing moves. You got to make things happen. You got to make things move. Okay? You know, and once you get that going, stuff will follow. Opportunities will follow. You know? And it's really not complicated. It's really not. Like I said, you don't have to have it figured out, but as long as you're, you know, working towards something, you know, I'm telling you, you'll stand out. You'll stand out. And like, I swear, like, you'll just like, if you're not like a very charismatic person before, if you're working towards something, I'm telling you, it'll just happen. It'll just click. It's strange, but yeah. Yeah, guys, just crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. You know, I was seeing this stuff online. Hot girl Sydney Sweeney. Everyone's like ganging up on her. It's like she's a mustache person, if you know what I mean. You know, 1940s situation. Because she's American Eagle ad saying I have good genes or something. Hell yeah, she got good genes. Pretty good to me. Blue eyes too, blonde. Perfect. Man. But nope, she's I'm not true. Like, bro. Dude, I've never wanted to buy jeans as much now. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, that sold me. People are just so sensitive. You got to get out of your emotions and get into your gut. Get into your intuition. You know? People say, like, emotion comes from the heart. Dude, I'm telling you, emotion comes from your brain. Overthinking, that's emotion. And I'm not saying it to be stone cold. I'm talking about emotion and, like, rationale and, like, trying to make decisions. Because as soon as you start overthinking, you'll start saying no to everything. You'll start pushing stuff away. You won't be like, I don't want to do, I'm too, If you just go by your intuition, living life like that, like a pirate, dude, it makes life so much easier and so much more bountiful. Seriously, I'm telling you. Start living by your gut and intuition. And, you know, I'm not saying that every decision you make has to be, you know, the right one. You know, it's like objectively, I'm going to do this. No. Because a lot of the times, if you live by your intuition, the choice you make is the correct choice. And the correct choice is the right one. What am I trying to get at here? There was a word I was trying to think of. It's I guess it's either what I was trying to say was if you live by your intuition, most of the times you'll make the right choice. You know, and I feel like overthinking and just thinking in general, we try to make the correct. But a lot of the times, the right choice, which is made by your intuition and by your gut, is the correct choice. Usually, what's that one quote? It's like if you have the choice to be right or be kind, choose kind. And I feel like if you just take a step back and just think about the quote. Don't overthink it. A lot of times the right choice is the kind choice. You know what I mean? I'm not saying be a people pleaser, but doing the right thing is the kind thing. Okay? Guys, you gotta live by your gut. You gotta just take chances, take risk, stand up for yourself, lift others up. You'll become like a top percenter of men. So every day you can just feel it just going down, less and less and less. You gotta step up. You gotta step up. That's you're looking for purpose, that's it. Step up. You know? But yeah. But if you just like take out like, you know, and what I really primarily mean by emotion is like just, you know, thinking of when you overthink anxiety, anger, fear, sadness, that is what blurs decision making. You have to be making decisions through your gut, doing the right and kind thing. I'm telling you. Yes, let's just park in the middle of the road. Good job. Yeah. Guys, you gotta live by your gut. Live by your gut. Like for me, just a few months ago, I mean, my entire life, I've always been like a super overthinker and stuff, and dude, I can just feel every day the anxiety getting worse and worse and worse. But I'm like, F it. I'm just gonna see something, boom, that's my decision. Just what I'm feeling, my gut, okay? Logic comes from the gut, comes from instinct and intuition. I'm telling you, it's real logic. Those you gotta use, if you wanna make hard decisions, intuition and gut. That's it. Talking about freaking math and stuff like that, yeah, I gotta use a brain, unfortunately. But, yeah. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just came back from the gym. A little back and biceps shenanigans. And it's a nice day out. Go outside, guys. Get outside while you can. I know it's freaking hot, at least where I live, but fall will be here. It'll be cooler, but get some freaking vitamin D. Get some sun. Get some freaking sun. And take your subs, okay? Take your magnesium and vitamin D3 and your zinc. Okay. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Live by your gut. Take some risk. Live like a pirate. I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.